The ending of Naruto is a very debatable and hated on topic for a plethora of reasons. Today I'm going to go over everything that went wrong with it, but also everything that went right with the ending. Because I feel like when you really sit down and think about the ending, or I guess when you sit down and listen to another nigga talk about the ending, like me, myself, you can really start to understand the vision of what Kishimoto was writing. He was cooking up this conclusion to the series. Throughout all of Naruto, well, Naruto's Shippuden at least. Well, I read the manga, so all of Naruto is just Naruto to me. But in the later half, when he's a teen, after the time skip, is Naruto trying to put an end to the cycle of revenge and hatred in the Naruto world. The ninja cycle is like when a group of ninjas suffer or a clan suffers, they retaliate against their enemy, and then the enemy retaliates back, and it just creates a cycle of violence that just goes through the generations for generations. And it also plays a part into the Indra and Ashura thing that was introduced later into the series that reveals that Naruto and Sasuke was reincarnations. But it's not even just about them though. The entire ninja world is a continuous cycle of retaliation. That's why with so many wars and shit, Pain's whole philosophy was about Pain's whole philosophy was only true peace can be achieved when you share suffering with other people, because he felt like he suffered so much. Everybody else needs to feel his same suffering. He experienced a lot of personal loss and shit, which led him to think that inflicting pain on other people would just create understanding and force people to abandon their own conflicts to merge with Pain and his ideology, I guess. They also had some dark, nasty plans, because obviously Pain wasn't even the big head of the Akatsuki. Even though I feel like Pain's philosophy was very rigged, he had a more of a true heart than people like motherfucking... Well, Obito also wanted the same thing, so I can't even really say that Obito didn't have his heart in the right place, along with Madara. All those guys wanted to end war. Madara's main goal to put everybody into the internal Tsukuyomi, or the infinite, the infinite Tsukuyomi he eventually passed down to Obito as his ideology, was literally to put everybody in their dream world to end the cycle of hatred, because nothing in this, as he said, nothing ever goes to plan in this accursed world. Then he showed Obito ring dying and shit, and Obito began to understand, damn, I hate this world, gang. So let's change it. And they got put to a stop. In comparison to Pain and Madara and Obito, which are the villains of the series, Naruto believes that breaking the cycle of hatred can be achieved through just understanding and empathy and just communicating throughout the world. The talk no bullshit that he uses, he felt like that was just the route you could take. And to be honest, kind of worked for the most part. But he definitely used a lot of violence to get there. Every time he gets to a certain point with a villain where he feels like he can lose or he can just win without fighting them, then he would do that. He would literally talk to villains. He tries to talk to everybody before resorting to violence for the most part, unless you just do some bad shit, obviously, like killing his captain. But even then, he still seeked out Nagato and had a one-on-one talking with him. And I think he kind of talked to Pain before he fought him as well, like, Pain, why are you doing this? And then Naruto began to understand Pain as Pain was talking, but he still didn't agree with him, because you're still a lunatic, gang. Naruto successfully broke the cycle by just being forgiving and showing compassion and shit. And he brought peace even to his internal conflict that was passed down through generations with Sasuke. If for some reason you need a reminder about the reincarnations, the sons of the sages of the six paths, Indra and Ashura. Ashura was reincarnated as Hashirama, and then Naruto, and Indra was Madara, and then Sasuke. They have the most notable rivalries. I don't know if Boruto is gonna have an Indra and Ashura type of reincarnation. They shouldn't, because the whole point of Naruto was to break the cycle of hatred. If they do, that just proves my point in this video that I'm gonna make, that the ending was bullshit because they didn't really focus on ending that cycle. I think the cycle of hatred in Naruto was created when Hagoromo chose Ashura to lead the village, and Indra was obviously upset because he was more skilled and talented, That's why they were reincarnated as motherfucking Uchihas and shit like that, because Uchihas obviously have the most broken dojutsus. They have the most talent damn near in the series. Ashura had more heart and dedication and shit, and more willpower, like the Uzumakis. And he was chosen to lead because Hagoromo sensed bad, I guess, in Indra, which caused a cycle of hate, as Indra felt that was unfair. Now, I'm not gonna try to say that since Hagoromo basically started the cycle of hate, that he should have been the main villain, but making Kaguya the main villain at the end that you have to defeat kind of didn't make any sense. I feel like that was some bullshit writing, bro. To have a ghost of the Uchiha or a ghost of hate come back from the dead and be a main villain was a pretty cool aspect, you know what I'm saying? It would be pretty cool if Naruto and Sasuke broke that hatred cycle before they fought Madara, because Madara still didn't break his cycle with Hashirama, and they all teamed up to beat Madara, and that was the end of the series. But somewhere in a dream world, I feel like if Hagoromo was Kaguya and they kind of switched roles a little bit and Hagoromo became more of a villainous figure and Kaguya was the one to bless. Well, that doesn't make any sense though, because you know, he gave them the sun and the moon signs because he kind of controls that, as he is Indra and Ashura's father. But Kaguya, to be the most powerful Akatsuki to be introduced at that time, should also have that power. So I feel like they should have switched roles kind of, and Hagoromo should have been written to be the final feat. If you didn't just want to use Madara, you could have just used Hagoromo, as he did kind of start the cycle of hatred, in my opinion. Another thing that I really don't like about the ending is after they beat the big bad, which was supposed to be Kaguya, I guess, Sasuke still has that feeling of hate and revenge and retribution, and he wants to avenge Itachi in his heart. Naruto and Sasuke still continue to have a conflict even though they beat this, but I guess you obviously have to beat Sasuke to beat the cycle. So they fought, and all of a sudden Sasuke just has a change of mind. Don't know how he didn't get that from seeing that they were literally reincarnations and they just beat the fucking fairy godmother of chakra. But also a lack of character development for a lot of characters. Like, instead of having Might Guy shine that much, they should have built up Rock Lee to shine that much against Madara. I think Rock Lee still can't open the 8th gate, and I feel like Rock Lee should have progressed as much with the main characters like Sakura did. Sakura actually did have some character development. I know people like to shit on Sakura, me included, but she did kind of pitch in the final. But yeah, people like Rock Lee and all the other teams should have got more development. Don't like how they just killed off Neji to defend Hinata when he was literally fighting against that, and Naruto said back when they fought in the Chunin exams that he was gonna change that when he became Hokage. Like, was all that for nothing? He's gonna still die protecting Hinata. They're just showing that the cycle can't stop. It really, it's like you really write it hypocritically, or it was ironic. Maybe Kishimoto was trolling. I don't know why he did that. And then speaking on Naruto becoming Hokage, they didn't even show it. The main takeaways that I took from Naruto as it was going when I was reading it is, okay, he's gonna stop the cycle of hatred. He's gonna change a lot of things for the village. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna do this after he becomes Hokage. They don't show him becoming Hokage. Why not just show Naruto becoming the 7th? A lot of people feel like they just used the ending of Naruto to set up for Boruto, but I feel like breaking the cycle of hatred and changing the ninja world for good was literally the entire point of like the later half of Naruto. For them to make it seem like they're setting up for the next generation is pretty good, because that's his goal. He wants to end hatred. He wants to make the world a better place for the newer generation, or just the world in general. Obviously, they're gonna give a little bit of focus towards the next generation and show how peaceful it is now. But then the Otsutsuki spin the block. So also, I feel like Kaguya was a setup for the Otsutsukis. Could have just used Hagoromo's introduction for that. You did not have to introduce Kaguya at all. Madara should have been the final boss. I guess the setup of Boruto didn't go too bad, because now they have a lot of plot, and Boruto is actually doing pretty good for itself right now, especially after this time skip to Blue Vortex. Boruto looks cool. Boruto, you know what I'm saying, the plot is good right now. Kawaki did some crazy shit. I think he like switched timelines with Boruto or something, so now everybody thinks that Boruto is Kawaki and Kawaki is Boruto. It's a lot of crazy shit going on in Boruto right now. I suggest that you guys read it, even though I'm not. Apparently he's stronger than Naruto ever was. I heard some shit about him being able to spin the world with a Rasengan. I'm not pretty sure. I didn't read the shit, but sounds like he's pretty tough. A lot of people used to fucking dunk on Boruto. I remember that one video, one of my favorite videos, why I don't fucking like Boruto. He should catch up on that shit too. I think he would like that shit now. But yeah, that's all I really have today. I don't know how long this video gonna be. You know what I'm saying? On my OBS it says 15 minutes, but I be cutting a lot of shit. So if you made it this far, subscribe, like, join Bliss, join the Discord, and I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. And watch my last video, bro. I feel like that's the best video I'll put out in this format, and it just didn't get no views for real. So, but yeah, see you guys later.